Get ready to find your passion. Get ready to find your life. Ed Carcari's passion is to help others start a fire in their souls. Ed has owned and operated many successful businesses, been nationally recognized and recommended for his sales training and motivational speaking. And now he's here to guide you into finding your passion. Here's Ed Carcari.
Study was done recently from the International Journal of Business Communication, and it's not shocking. They found that the most desirable skill set in somebody to hire and also promote was their communication skills. Communication skills are so important, and every study I've ever read, every statistic when it comes to relationships, communication is essential. It's non-negotiable. So if it's this important for our finances and our relationship, our love life, I think it's something we should work on, because being a good communicator, you're not born with that skill. Other people don't have it and you don't. It is something that needs to be developed, just like a muscle is, and we have to work on it every single day. So let me share with you 4 keys. They're not all the keys, of course, but they're 4 keys. They're 4 of the really, really important keys if you want to become a really good communicator. And trust me on this, you want to become a really good communicator. Number 1, connection is more important than the content of your message. What I mean by that is your content, your message is really important, but it is not as important as your connection. Connecting with an audience. You've got to be able to connect to them, or guess what? They're shutting down. They might still be there in the seats listening to you, or try it to a teenage daughter or son. If you're not connected and you try to communicate, and they're just staring right through you. You know they're not hearing you, but they're right there. They can hear you, but they're not hearing you. And that's what's happening to a lot of audiences, because we're not connecting with them. I went to a seminar once, paid $150, and I left within an hour. It was an all-day one, and these were some of the top people in the industry coming to speak. But boy, I don't know what they were thinking. They stood at the lectern, and the first guy read from his notes verbatim. He didn't even look up at us, as if we didn't even exist, and there were hundreds of people in the audience. Well, unfortunately, by the time he was done, there weren't hundreds anymore. People were leaving in droves because it was worthless. Another person stood at the podium and they turned their back to the audience and read the PowerPoint verbatim. Who does this stuff? In our minds, the audience, we thought, they don't believe in what they're doing. So we lose connection. And therefore, it doesn't matter how good the content is. So number 1, connect over content. Learn to connect. Number 2, bring some energy. Bring your belief. There's nothing worse than sitting and listening to somebody who is slow, who's boring, who is just so methodical, and they're just monotone the whole time. You can't take more than a minute or 2 of that. It'll wear you out. You'll fall asleep. Please have mercy on your audience a little bit and bring some energy and really, you know what it's like? Here's the best way to explain it. It's like a roller coaster ride. A good speech, a good communication is a roller coaster ride. Surprise us. Sometimes it's going to be slow, sometimes it's going to be fast, sometimes there's going to be a sharp corner, but make it fun so that when we get off the ride, we're like, wow, I want to do that again. It was worth standing in line. Number 3, tell stories. Good Lord, learn to tell some stories. We're hardwired for stories. You want to learn to connect with an audience? Number 1 rule, connect with an audience. Tell a story. We want to hear stories. And the stories that are best are the ones that are specific to you. They're about you because they're unique. No one else is sharing those things. And we want to know. We're enthralled. We open up our hearts. And when you open somebody's heart, you get their mind. And if you get that, you get everything. So learn to tell a story. Keys to communication are so critical. We have to learn this stuff. And then number 4, know your audience. You know, audiences are different, just like individuals. Whether you're speaking to 1 or 1,000, doesn't matter. Know your audience. Know who they are. Is it more men or women? Are they uneducated, educated? Are they financially well-to-do? Are they professionals? Are they blue-collar, white-collar? Know your audience. The more specific you can get, the more tailored you can make your speech, your communication, your message, your content. Those are 4 keys. Learn them, develop them, because everything's riding on your ability to communicate to individuals for the rest of your life. My name is Ed Carcari, and I'd love to connect with you. You can find me at edcarcari.com. Find your passion. Find your life.